I hope it's you record. It is match day. Hopefully not the last match day. I'll get my predictions later on. I guess that's for future predictions portion. Don't forget, until the end of this month, Prime Month may be over, but we're servicing money. Well, I don't look. Every time I do this, I hit my mic up. She was still raising money for the Trevor Project. Scan the QR code or uh, I'm gonna go to a past stream. Excuse me, to get the link. I probably need to update my bio because there's some games in my bio have it Galvation. But anyways, um, gotta remember what. I mean, I could use. Anyways, you use your QR code, but put that link in. Donate on your computer after during that break, which is coming up fast. So that had to do a little bit of a extended pre-show, but we are finally here. Excuse me. We can start with U.S. men's national team. Got Sabi in chronological order. As I predicted, 2-0 win. And we can get to the timeline, get a controversy, all that stuff. Excuse me. Obviously, kicked off at 8. Number 8 kickoff tonight. I know it's so obvious 8 o'clock kickoffs. I mean, why does at 8? Because if it could be like 9, 10, because we're in Seattle tonight. Seattle Stadium. It took us. I really thought this was gonna be like one of those matches that went to extra time. I was scared because I don't think I could have handled extra time, but anyways, really at the 45th minute, Florian scores. But obviously went to halftime 1-0. Excuse me. The first subs came in for 51st minute. And then the controversial moment. I don't know if I can like actually show footage because FIFA, CONCACAF, whoever is in charge of copyright, which I still think fair use is abused, but I'm not a lawyer, so I really can't go deep into that. But yeah. See, I can find some articles on it. Now, okay, I have Now, okay, this person, or right here, she's a grifter, and she's the reason we're doing Genre Project streams. She had to bring Trump into it, like. Because apparently he called to give a card refresh, which, I don't think any world leader should be doing that. I just think there should be, like, I don't, why you want to have a appeal process and for world's biggest soccer tournament, it's that, crazy. Like, Major League Soccer has one. I know it's not good, but hey, at least they have one. Like, world's biggest tournament, you should be able to appeal red cards. Like, since there's only 3 group stage matches, maybe like once or 3 times per group stage. So like now actually 1 per game, but only like, okay. So twice and for round of 32, round of 16, but only 1 appeal once you get to the quarter, semis, and World Cup. Well, I don't know which. Well, I don't know. If you get red card for World Cup final without me missing next qualifier, I actually need to look that up. Because I will believe you will miss the next qualifier. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. You would miss the next qualifier if you were stupid enough to get a red card of World Cup final, which. I just. Oh, yeah, this flag is saying over every year because it's America 250. I know every subreddit it, but. I'm sorry, I just. Oh, excuse me. Anyways, apparently they did it first with Ronaldo. It's more of a suspension. A suspended suspension. That sounds so weird to say, but like I said, there should be a chance to appeal 3 times group stage, twice up until round 16 once for the rest of the tournament. So, can you appeal red card World Cup final? Yeah, because it's a while before qualifiers. But anyways, I feel like excuse me. Oh man. I'm just trying to go time over ad break so we can talk about F1 and IndyCar. Oh, just a sprint. So we're gonna talk about with sprint, not so much sprint pre and you know, there was a sprint weekend until I woke up Saturday morning and said sprint. I was like, oh, okay. Margot initially handed a 1 match suspension following his red card, which was not a red card. Excuse me, Bosnia had a suspension lifted by FIFA. Uh, I don't know how you appeal for appeal. What's your favorite? So, And for coach, I just think, just based on his press conference as soon as the match starts, he should get a red card. The coach, this is off for actions open. It's what my coach is saying. So, I don't know why you wait until after the World Cup to appeal the appeal, but you can't, or that you can't appeal reversal. It's crazy. Like, also tip. But anyways, I just have a problem. You know, way it was handled, but we made it 2-0 in the 82nd minute. Tillman with a beautiful, beautiful goal. I think. I know you can say I'm biased because I'm wearing my Team USA shirt, but I think that free kick Tillman scored, I think it could go as goal of the tournament so far. And 90 plus 12 is when the match ended. All right, I'm gonna talk about this. We're gonna take a quick break. Yeah, just saying. Excuse me, that red card was total BS. That's really all I have to say about it because we're about to take our one of our ad breaks. And don't forget, we're also raising money for the 18 Community Cat Project, which helps shelter and feed homeless cats in my city. A few years ago, Giving was raising money for them at Yellow Cab, and Bad Memory was was losing in 7. So yeah, you can donate to them. And on the other side of the ad break, we will talk for long because this is a motorsports podcast after all. So, oh, now I can snooze. I'm not gonna snooze because I just want to get the flow going. So, because there's a match tonight, I'm going to a watch party. And with us, I didn't know so it's a sprint weekend, so I didn't make a sprint prediction. So we're gonna talk sprint, and we're gonna talk Grand Prix. Even we're gonna watch the 30 minutes highlights of IndyCar. So like I said, even talks about NASCAR. So like I said, a little bit longer podcast today, but that's usually what happens when you have a triple race weekend. So I'm gonna put some music on, and we're gonna take an ad break, and I will see you guys as of an ad break. Excuse me, but we have returned. So now we can talk about sprint. which I didn't realize. Like I said, I didn't realize what's happening until Friday. But I guess I started slow on practice. Wait, is it sprint weekend? I'm opening Twitch, Twitter. Yes, I still call it Twitter. I don't call it by its separate name because it's. Oh, that's. Excuse me. So scrolling. Because sprint races always over the quality, so I gotta scroll down a little. Because it said I was gonna cover sprints. All right. So it was lights out and away we sprint. So for a little bit, excuse me, Lewis kept the lead. Norris Norris made a brilliant start from P6. He gets past Antonelli and cuts. It's up to P2. See, I was just doing breakfast when it happened because they were doing it at new local time. So. When we got to lap 3 13, just lots of fighting behind Lewis. McKinney was making his charge. To Lewis. Lap 8, Kimmy took full lead and did not look back. No one cares Twitter. That's better. Side that garbage. And with points was Antonelli, Hamilton. Remember, only the top 8 get points of a sprint. Excuse me, Antonelli, Hamilton, Norris, Russell, Leclerc, Verstappen, Piastri, Lawson. You can see Kimmy started second, so I would give Albon driver a sprint. And then Antonelli won. And then he won the whole for the Grand Prix. Which now on to Sunday, we can talk about it. Actually, I'm going to just say real quick. before we do go to big highlights. So apparently AI has found a way to see us our YouTube channels. That's awesome. Keep on being sarcastic, but yeah, I said but. That scrolling through quality, like I said, instantly got for pull, but what mattered was for race. Scavenori and Cal. Mercedes has a 100-point lead over Ferrari. So yeah, it's a 10 a.m. start for me, but I was already at the IndyCar race, watching the Indy next. Which I think I'm going to cover more next season. So Leclerc with his doggo, so cute. I know it. I do tweet back. It's just too cute not to. Images that precede unfortunate events. Very 50 Grand Prix for Mercedes. Like all the marshals to pick up probably little Lego pieces. And then now I'm even if this car wanted to have anything to do with this race. It was like no. And then it was like psych. And then for the second time this weekend, or last week, and it was lights out and away we go. With Ferrari getting a jump on excuse me, Antonelli. Wow, I can't read today. Top 5 after one lap was Leclerc, Hamilton, Antonelli, Russell, Hajar. Great for Hajar. Albon was playing punt for Haas. Okay, obviously I can't show this, but from what I saw from this, it was a very, 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 very harsh false start penalty. Like, it's honestly a false start. I thought he was supposed to give some grace. So, and legend, apparently, but anyways, obviously, catch up. Before I'm seen as a BS penalty. I mean, incidentally was did eventually get past Lewis, as you can see. Valando Sand looks like a bunch of crew fans, so. Oscar lost 13 spots. Max was on a charge. He got past Russell on lap 17 and 18 out 52. I have never seen. I was watching for Indy next race. A virtual safety car for an umbrella. Like, I get why it's one, because it's just you don't want to run over it, but of all the things to bring out a virtual safety car. Like, this is just as insane as when we were NASCAR's at Watkins Glen and a flippin' tent blew on the track. Like, how? That was like, okay, now IndyCar, it's IndyCar's turns out for one of the most bizarre cautions I've ever seen. And I don't think they told Lewis about his 5-second penalty because he did not want to pit. His tires felt fine. Can you imagine not knowing you have 5-second penalty, just see you correct cruise never like, what the hell are you guys doing? And then Leclerc took his first pit stop. Lewis clearly had pace. And then, as you can see, we had a freeway fight. Lap 29. That's my worst craft impersonation ever. So that passes ex-teammate cops, which is where what's the kill for Verstappen? I mean, that was a stupid move on his part. I know it's 2021, but the way this race ended. Excuse me, George and Lewis had a pretty decent fight. Until somehow like, how are we getting a live update? Somehow George had a slow puncture. And Nico Hulkenberg brought out virtual safety car because his car decided his stay was done. I don't know how they missed the damage when he ran over the curbs. Like, the it is curbs that go up and down, up and down, up and down. I don't know how you miss damage. Because it has replaced his wing. And then he has a pit again. Still in 10th, but it's only 1 point. And then Max is okay, but for some stupid reason, his active arrow isn't shutting. Then I'm guessing he was beached because I brought a safety car, but apparently it was supposed to end. Will not shoot out, but there was an error in the safety car ending message. So top 3 were Leclerc, Russell, Hamilton. And then I believe incidentally got a 5-second penalty. He said it's because his car was damaged, which I know happened to Lewis, and he got a penalty. So at least we're consistent with that penalty. Anyways, and now we get to watch some more. Excuse me. I get to watch highlights of yesterday's IndyCar race. Which, I mean, I didn't think he was going to win, but I at least knew Ward was going to the podium, so I get a half point for that. Yeah, half point for guessing he was going to be at least on the podium.
Side on the front row of the grid, riding down the backstretch with Will Power and David Malukas alongside one another. Around the green flag, we have racing as Will Power is almost pushed over onto the grass.
Yeah, I don't understand how.
From his teammate who looks up the inside as they break down.
I guess the rest of was like, it's just a fruit slap, it did. As Cole said, he was younger. So, oh, excuse me.
Another American driver up to ninth. Yeah, side by side heading into 9 there. And it was
look how we kept talking about American drivers. This is fourth weekend.
Kevin Simpson side by side with Rossi coming off a 9 and Dixon already making moves. Sweden's Marcus Ericsson has lost a couple of places right from the off.
Not a good start for either Will or Ericsson, unfortunately. So we both lost 2 spots. Excuse me.
And that's wide in front from Grosjean through turn 1 there. It's such a fast corner, but in these
so I think my grandpa's here. Would have dryer. I'm not sure. So.
Excellent exit from Rinus VK in the green and white Hunkoshollinger racing car. We'll have a look at David Malukas, but Malukas has enough to keep him at bay as Palou makes the move and gets past Christian Rasmussen. That's Rossi now trying to get around. Is that Graham Rahal? It is. Around the outside of the hill. 5, that's tough to do. Graham's going to open his hands up. He does, and now Kevin Simpson's trying to.
So yeah. Excuse me, as I was saying earlier, Will didn't get off to the best start. It was just
that's Rossi now trying to get around.
Kind of bull that they didn't at least consider giving someone a penalty for almost pushing him off the track. Even F1 is like, no, you can't do that. You can't force someone off the track. Like, it's a safety thing for, you know, multiple reasons.
His slightly more experienced teammate making the best odds of the first couple laps here. And just keep an eye on the color of these Firestone tires. You see the black sidewalls at Graham Rahal, the red sidewalls on Rossi behind. Of course, the red is the soft. It's going to give you more grip.
Don't know why Will started on the softs.
Later in the stint, they tend to fall off a little bit more. So if you're
well, I should say in hindsight, we didn't know at the time with softs. Well, we knew drivers were saying softs weren't good, so. I swear they prioritized Kirkwood in the Andretti.
And now Kirkwood gets past Rasmussen as well. He goes with Alex.
Does anyone else feel like that? That's watching live, or if you're not, you can put down in the comment section below.
Fastest car in first practice. Kirkwood wants to put this fast car into the front here early. So hard to make positions later on in the stint as the tires wear. Kirkwood again.
With all the American liveries, because you know it was 4th of July weekend.
Faster, so you've got to make spots wherever you can with a chance. So it's Lundgaard from Wood, the McLaren duo.
It wasn't as hot as practice, but it was kind of toasty, and this is a mix of clouds and sun, so it was probably hard to gauge a proper track temperature.
Palou and Kirkwood on the move from the start up to 6th and 7th. Rasmussen drops down to 8th. Ericsson drops down
so yeah, it was not a good start for Will, unfortunately. P3 to P6 at the end. It's unfortunate.
You heard that's
We'll see how it got
Car's
P6.
not ideal. Use your tools. You got a couple things inside the cockpit of these Indy cars you can do to adjust the handling of the race car.
And here comes Kirkwood. Kirkwood on Palou around the outside in the braking zone. He'll have the inside line up the hill.
Let's see about S's next year. It's been a few years since I've had S's. I think 2023? Two? Last time I said S's.
They're both on the soft red tire, and Palou did a really good job of leaving just enough room for Kyle Kirkwood.
Like I said, I haven't sat there in a while.
Forced contact between the two.
Fast and frantic in the opening laps. We're starting lap 5 here at mid
It's so.
and Kirkwood is on the hunt.
Man, this race flew by. This race is always fly by. It's why I like IndyCar. Does commit like 5 hours. Okay, it's not that dramatic with NASCAR, but you know.
Or sorry, top three with the harder compound, able to hold back all the cars that started around them on the soft.
And it's another great exit from Kirkwood. Different lines of
Excuse me. Going back from my Google Photos. If I could English, that'd be great.
Overtake usage. You get 200 seconds of push to pass or overtake. That little power boost to give you a little bit of extra to make an overtake. Kirkwood has already burned.
Yeah, I guess 20 minutes. It's out later. But excuse me. Kirkwood burned a lot of push to pass.
Which turns into the inside. So Colette out on the cooler tires, trying to get them up to temperature in order to fight with Nolan Siegel. Kevin, Marcus Ericsson's been in and out.
He did, but it took a long time to get out because he stalled the car, so he lost at least 5 seconds.
Thank you, Kevin, because Will Power now has lost a place to Alex Palou, who is on a charge on the soft.
These are the two lead cars on soft tires.
It was just
I was already
frustrating.
What is it getting for Will Power? Well, Alex Palou, the master of taking care of his tires, had to give up a position. Let's see how it happened.
And Palou moves around the outside.
I got to somewhat see it, but you know, like I said, I'm missing the S's next year.
It looks so easy, but you know it's not.
Palou might be making these tires last.
Yeah, physical 5 PK.
But it's still not great. You
I
look
told
at
you guys
that
where I
top
go back
three,
up,
mean,
but
right now,
yeah,
Palou's
no.
11 seconds behind the leader.
Power should pit right now and dump his new softs. He's satisfied the roll requirement. Clearly, this is going to be a black race, I'd say, on the early.
Unfortunately, it was a hard tire race.
Finish on 3 sets of black tires.
And as we ride on board the TWGAI machine, you can see a little bit of feathering on that left front tire. That's the one that takes the most punishment here at Mid-Ohio because of corners like this one, turn 4.
Look at his lap times falling off.
I'm with you. Yeah, almost a second a lap in the second of lap time in the last 3 laps. You see Ron Rzuski, the strategist, running through the options.
Well, his new strategist. I swear it was strategy. It's exactly why Herta left. Oh, Andretti. I mean, I also think his dad pushed him out. I can't say that much because my mom said I initially started I want to steal her thunder.
Anticipate that. No, we see him coming by pit in. There goes Power. Rasmussen stays out as well.
I wonder if Power, Power is on pit lane. I wonder where he'll come out relative to his.
I know Power's on pit lane. If only there was a little device of a car to let you know.
Already just hit his marks, Townsend. Soft tire coming off, like you said. New hards going on. Lead some lap time on the end of that stint. This is a damage limitation out lap.
I'll tell you what, though, guys. Clean stop from the 26 crew. Let's listen to some radio.
Clean stop, but damage is already done, which was annoying.
Okay, so they're doing the 1 extra lap for Alex Palou.
What if they wanted to do opposite of Will?
They wanted to stay out because once he got that clear racetrack, he was faster than race leader Christian Lundgaard on those worn softs.
Meanwhile, remember where Will Power started up there in 3rd. He's fallen behind Kyle Kirkwood, so by staying out on that soft tire, he's paid a big price. Palou getting the call to box now.
And that was evidenced by the statistics that James showed you. Lost almost a second in 2 laps. Now Palou pits. Let's see where he comes out. Oh, a little lockup on the way in. Needs to not be speeding in the pit lane as he was 2 weeks ago.
So net loss for Power. Net
it's just.
for Kirkwood. That's important from the championship.
Yeah, like I'm saying, I swear it's heard it's Kirkwood. Andretti, and it's what pushed that, and his own dad pushed Colts into F2, and eventually F1. Because eventually Colton's gonna have no Oh, excuse me, super license points. And I think he's gonna take over either Checo or Bottas' seat. I like those two, but well, maybe not like right away. I just think it's more of a learning curve for Cadillac. But I do think Colton's gonna eventually either drive for Cadillac or someone else in F1. So, anyways,
And that's exactly how Palou took the move to power.
it was just frustrating.
He does, and it's a brilliant move from Carl Kirkwood. Gets it done on Alex Palou.
To see
moment in this championship
Will basically get screwed over.
Doing a better job, not just as a driver.
They Ferrari him.
I think back to Arlington earlier this year where Carl Kirkwood put the move on Alex Palou.
Kept losing time, but kept him out. It's like that, you know what, crazy. See, man, when Klaus were trying to break it, I was like, oh god, we're gonna go pop up Storm doing the race, aren't we? Thankfully, we did it, but
from Formula One, where the teams have one set of strategists, one
so
pit crew. In IndyCar, each individual car has its own strategist. Each individual car has its own pit crew. They race for the same team, yes, but they race individually, and O'Ward does pit now. He takes the opportunity.
I think that's still advantage. Lundgaard, he'll be able to do the overcut here.
You get over my eyes. I probably should rub him at all.
The 5 team is set out, the 7 team is not. So different strategies already from Arrow McLaren. Now, Pato O'Ward, when he started second in 2024, he won this race. He started second again, his first pit stop of the day. They're going to go from a set of Firestone hard tires to another set.
Decent stop. Well, not really. I didn't see the time, 8.3. It's a slow-ish stop for IndyCar. I'd say anything over 7 seconds. Maybe 7.5 is,
Joseph Newgarden into a pretty big hole at the end on soft tires if he's going to try to do that in the heat of the day. I just can't imagine he's going to be able to do 30 laps on a set of softs.
And every lap that we stay green and have no yellow to help out makes the two-stopper for anybody less and less likely. So here you go, box here. That's for the 7 to cover his teammate Pato O'Ward.
And right to do it because he
I wonder which one was from main pace car. I was watching the... I'm going to have to pause this one more time. I'll be right back.
So by going longer, he's going to be able to shorten up his stop and his stint when he goes to the soft.
Oh, excuse me, ears. We are back.
Another set of the hards. And one theory is as the track rubbers up, you can make the softs last longer at the end of the race. Show 100% you know the fuel, and he's away.
Slightly slow getaway.
Excuse me, few slow stops. I think that slow stop cost Lundgaard the win, which I was hoping Lundgaard would win. Because I think it's kind of annoying how we're trying to push O'Ward as the face of IndyCar. Like, he's allegedly the most popular driver, but really, when I go to both for Indy 500 in Ohio, the most driver gear I see is full power gear. Just saying. You have to at least run set up softs even, which is probably why they thought it would be a good idea just to run Will to start, just get out of the way.
going to break, which we saw a little move over.
Oh, come on. That's...
What is now a damaged front wing for Scott Dixon, and the
I know it's unfortunate for Scott Dixon, but come on, that's just racing, isn't it?
Scott Dixon saying, man,
what have I got to do today?
Shades of Graham Rahal and Will Power at the last race.
But look at Pato O'Ward in the top screen.
Yeah, I mean, Lundgaard's really lost a lot here in front.
And he's gone wide.
Way wide, and he'll have marbles all over his tires.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about going green all 90 laps is there's no way to clean up the marbles. Obviously, there's a caution without sweepers. Man, I thought right. Look at here, you were thought I put a caution and break the number one unofficial rule of racing. Don't crash your teammate. So.
O'Ward did exactly what he had to do, capitalizing on that mistake from Lundgaard, really forcing him wide in turn 5 there to take the point. Great move.
I hope this is close title to lose.
Shoulder on his teammate.
So.
That's a signal of who the team leader is. Pato O'Ward saying,
I mean, we'll have this recovery, but he should have at least got a podium. Maybe a top 5 at the worst. I would take the top 10, but after starting 3-6 is extremely frustrating.
Your one-time race leader Christian Lundgaard has taken the decision to pit before
I don't
his teammate Pato O'Ward and to put on the soft tires. He's
really understand why they left him out with softs so long. I think it cost him a podium.
To the pits and to Georgia.
Which I would have ran my butt to the podiums I wish because there are a lot of chances to go if you got a podium. I don't know if I would cover it. Well, yeah, cool down and stuff like that, but you know.
Came in a lap earlier on the soft. This blend right here that'll tell us something, and it should be a short stint for Lundgaard. Only needs to do.
See, 7.3 seconds, but
Lucas and up into the podium positions. Pato O'Ward is out ahead of his teammates.
I still think this up before that cost him for the race.
Could he make the move now?
Which I think is hilarious that McLaren is like Lundgaard to go after this season. Speaking of driver moves, we'll talk about that after we watch these highlights.
You see all that carbon dust, the brake dust coming out of the right front of Pato O'Ward as he woes up the 5, trying to keep his teammate behind him.
And the harder they race, the harder they abuse the soft
What
tire.
are you doing,
Drivers
folks?
will be thinking, let's work together here, but I don't think that's what's on call for today.
I don't think that's on the menu. And what Rinus VK sitting behind wants to see is these two going at it. He wants to see Lundgaard take a lunge, get these drivers offline.
I mean, they call him Lunchguard for a reason. They definitely did a good job having push to pass. See? Well, I guess here you can't see text. Or you can't see words.
If things finish as they are, Kyle Kirkwood moves into second in the championship, but he doesn't want a 4th place finish, Kevin. He wants to win.
And he also wants to watch Team USA.
I mean, Kyle Cook.
In soccer. Kyle Kirkwood was a really good soccer player as a kid. Played until he was 11 and had to make a choice between karting and soccer. But his dad, Cam, actually played professionally, just a step below the MLS. His brother, Robert, was a college player, really good player, who was going to go pro.
The MLS. You can just say MLS, but... Which honestly, after World Cup Mario, it's going to be seems. But, you know. Honda. I wonder if Jarvis could use those Honda advertised business brake markers. I would. Because sometimes not every car has brake markers. You just gotta use it. Like Will says, he uses Georgina at Barber as his brake marker. So he's probably paid accurate which you found your track.
Trying to open the gap up if Lundgaard's stuck back there, and I'm O'Ward. I want to do at least one more quick lap, give myself an even bigger gap.
I'm sorry,
VK almost into the back of him.
That's the move for all these guys.
Absolutely.
This could be the race-winning move for any one of these 3, Jack.
Absolute battle down here on pit lane, Will. Final stop of the day for Rocket Rinus VK. Absolutely stellar performance by this young man. Full fuel and down pit lane.
Brilliant stuff from JHR.
Christian Lundgaard not happy with the rears again. He comes in, goes to primaries, and he beats VK off pit road and also Kyle Kirkwood.
But Kirkwood gets ahead of VK. So Lundgaard leads Kirkwood. Leads
Yeah, it's just
out of pit
I still
road.
think that initial pit stop is what cost him. It's cost
Lundgaard got a great jump on those two in the pits.
race.
And VK has to try and stay ahead of Kiffin Simpson.
Pato Award has clean air, but
Because you can see Pato was
Pato Award is going to stay
leading
out
for the second half of the
this year.
race.
So Pato Award might be in a really good situation. He can be the judge of when he pits.
Simpson going
So-
wheel to wheel with Renus VK, who knows he needs to keep the position if he's going to have any chance of fighting for this win, or even now.
I just
because
can't
Kirkwood's
remember
ahead
year
of
7
the
S's.
podium. O'Ward stays out, and O'Ward drops the lap time again. They were in the 1:08. Pato from somewhere found a 1:07.6. Now
Excuse
a
me.
1:07.4.
And that Pato pass on Dennis Hauger might actually be the move.
Lap
of the
traffic
race
was
to
coming
get past
into
lap
a
traffic
factor,
and force Lundgaard, VK,
but
and Kirkwood
not a
into the box
factor
early.
Great chance
for
if that wasn't gonna
Lundgaard,
be moved
unfortunately.
This is absolutely playing into the hands of Pato O'Ward right now as we see Kiffin Simpson in the top peel off as well. And you can see how much of a gap.
It's also bad
Kirkwood's
Chris
pulled
on boy
VK.
Stingray.
Lundgaard has pulled ahead
It's not
of
the best
Kirkwood.
driver, but he's number
We'll
one in
see
my
the
heart.
19 of Hauger come back out now, still a lap down. But this is
Should've
gonna hurt
almost
VK
got a
as well.
picture
For Renus
of
VK,
this
he's
coming
got to go
down.
big
It's
right
like
here.
one.
Full send into the brake zone, get on push to pass, and try to get past Hauger, get him out of the way, and get back in the battle.
Hot take, I think Andy Cups look better with rail screen.
Down, doing the right thing, not making life too difficult here for Renus VK. Both drivers on the button.
What a wonderful race this is shaping up to be. Quite incredibly, we have no retirements. And O'Ward is into the pits with 25 to go.
I'm just surprised we did get a retirement because usually,
This pit stop is everything. So
you know, when the commentator says something like that, something happens like. Now I'm really surprised we didn't have a caution race because Buxton said something like that. So I was surprised like someone's car didn't
Actually, his first
overheat.
podium, whether you can believe that. And it's only now that Lundgaard is onto the start-finish stretch. O'Ward streaks back onto the track.
Especially since these race cars, no matter what series it is, we do not like hot temps.
Situation, you do not need a full tank. That means all the pressure is on the tire changer.
Yeah, of course it would rain after the race. Like, it's having two.
It's all in Pato's
Have
hands.
It
twice.
was a double gain because they didn't empty.
I would have
the
two
fuel
nickels.
tank
I
on
don't
that
know
and
exact
they didn't
quote,
need
but
a
you
full
know.
tank to get to the end with 25 to go. So
I mean,
close, but not
obviously.
quite. So either way, time saved, but it was really the time made. On
You
the
don't want to
racetrack
put a
on
full
those
tank.
laps
We don't need
that
it because
Pato absolutely
But
in position to win this race.
fuel extra weight, and extra weight makes you slower,
4 seconds. That's
and you don't want to be slower.
So Palou right now is your leader. He still has to make his final stop. Same with Power, but as we say that, he does come in. He was racing Christian Rasmussen there in that 6th and 7th position. So we'll see
6,
what
7.
happens. Rasmussen has already come in for his final stop. Where this exit
With 24
happens
to
is
go.
gonna be key. He needs every point in the championship to try to keep Kyle Kirkwood from getting any
Man.
closer.
So Power moves into the lead. Palou's on pit lane. Newgarden's on pit lane. O'Ward runs through as well. Newgarden will come with him. There he is. There is Kirkwood.
Anyways,
VK behind them. Now and only now does Palou exit pit lane. And it's bizarre to say it on a road course. He gets out ahead of Christian Rasmussen and he will have the pace. But Palou's not really featured today.
And remember, it is Alex Palou leading the championship, but David Malukas right there, the American in the Verizon, the red and white car. So Palou, very critically, out ahead of Malukas there as he tries to maintain his championship position.
So that was a critical stop for Alex Palou.
So, anyways,
Rasmussen and Malukas.
really jerk race. Wish we could have had a better race, but it is what it is.
24 to go.
So Will Power leads until now. Will Power now on pit lane to make his
He
final stop. We think
less some
he's
laps,
got
but
in this battle. That'll be fascinating as the TWG driver comes
once again,
to
I feel
They
Kirkwood
get
gets
the tire change.
priority on the
That's
team.
perfect. Where does he blend out?
And you know what? You got to call it. We worked
Wait.
hard on Andretti at the start of the season as to how bad their pit stops were. They have revolutionized their pit work this season. Out comes Power. There is Palou.
So Palou gets by. What about
Yeah, I was
Rasmussen?
at the last caution-free race, the last two caution-free races, I should
Needs
say.
to. There he is.
Because last year we got a caution on lap 1.
Front wing. his rear wing will have to go the long way around him. They almost make contact.
I think they did make contact.
Christian Rasmussen, that's divine.
And remember what happened in Phoenix earlier this year when those two came together. Rasmussen, the fastest car on track, he ended in the wall.
But if you're Ron Rosowski on the timing stand for Will Power, you say, hey, look, pal, you've got 91 seconds left to push to pass. Christian Rasmussen has 0.
Nothing. Flat out.
As O'Ward now is catching the back of Mick Schumacher. Alex Palou sits down in 5th place. If he's to finish there, it would end a run of 5 straight podiums at Mid-Ohio, where he's won once over the last 5 years. But guys, the guy who leads, Pato O'Ward, has not won on a road course in 2 years.
He's got to be so careful he does not make the mistake his teammate made right here.
So anyways, yeah, great race. Wish Will could have had a better race, but it is what it is.
Pato's going to be studying in his mirrors. Am I under any pressure? Is there any reason why I need to press and try to pass Mick Schumacher? So far, James, the answer is no.
The answer is no, and Lundgaard's actually burned a little bit of that push-to-pass advantage, trying to close the gap to be able to take advantage of any mistakes that O'Ward might make while chasing down Schumacher. 41 seconds for O'Ward, 48 seconds for Lundgaard. Kirkwood behind, still the richest on push-to-pass as we come down to get 3 laps to go next time by.
What a magnificent spectacle of racing this has
Beautiful
been this
race.
afternoon. Absolutely wonderful between these two McLaren drivers.
I know I keep saying.
Kirkwood and VK, absolutely exceptional. Rasmussen, I think, has been brilliant. Let's have a word for Nolan Siegel, guys, up there in the top 10, making it all 3 McLarens in the top 10, the only team to have all 3 of their cars up there in those positions.
And they managed that before. They did do it last year, but something this team has never done is a 1-2 finish. They've had 1-2 starts before. They've never had a 1-2 finish. And they are less than 3 laps away from achieving just that.
And from saying, thanks for giving us that achievement, Christian, go find another job.
Sporting Director Ryan Hunter-Ray looking on once again. He told us earlier about the information they've been giving Pato O'Ward and that they're not receiving anything back, and that's a very good sign. When Pato O'Ward is quiet, that means he's happy, he is locked in, and trying to deliver.
Anyways,
for the 5 team.
And as we're getting closer to the end,
you can see it was just McLaren dominated race, but
track temps up to 115 degrees.
And if you had
you
water at the
know.
start, you might be out. If your cool suit was working at the start, it might be done.
And if you still have any water left, it's probably about 140 degrees because they normally sit in the side pod next to the radiator.
With 2 laps to go, I want to take a look at what this does to the championship. Coming in
it kinda, I would say, somewhat opened up the championship.
In second. If things finish as they are right now, the top 4 will be covered by 66. Kyle Kirkwood will be second in the championship.
It could have. So
David Malukas will be 4th. Tony Kanaan
Kirkwood probably,
watches his
I don't know.
driver, Pato O'Ward.
I still want to win a championship because I'm sick and tired of
Willing him to the win.
him not,
Well, that the decision over
of him being prioritized over Ericsson and Power,
already have been taken.
or last season Ericsson and Herta. It's just annoying
Here, the question is, are they the right moves? You have to wonder, as his team
how they keep
is
doing
on the verge
this.
of a
But
1-2
yes,
finish here, if he wonders, am
my
I doing the right
drivers.
thing? Am I swinging a little too hard? O'Ward and Lundgaard are delivering today, and they have for so long.
Buyer's remorse before the package is even delivered. Pato O'Ward leads. It was 2 years ago that he last won on a road course, Hinch, and it was right here at Mid-Ohio.
And I got to tell you, he has driven so phenomenally well this weekend. He pulled it out in qualifying when it mattered to get that front row start. But I know that Christian Lundgaard is going to be kicking himself because he got beat today off the back of a mistake. Had he not gone wide in turn 2, I'm not sure Pato had quite enough pace to pass Lundgaard straight up, but he seized the opportunity when he saw it, and O'Ward deserves all the credit today.
O'Ward deserves the credit, not least for pouncing on that moment, but for taking his opportunity to pass lap traffic when he did, to pull out the gap that he did.
Anyways, frustrating race to go from 3rd to 6th.
Who has been been so crushingly dominant on road circuits this year, could overcome. Pato O'Ward has gone all the way through this season without a single step to the podium. He rectifies that today, not just with a podium, but with a win. And more importantly, it's a McLaren 1-2 for the very first time.
Very frustrating race. Oh, well, I don't understand how.
The day, the race, the moment belongs
Guess yeah, I'm loud fans, so.
and to Pato O'Ward.
Ha! But moment belongs to Mexico later in the day. So on coming Coltonville. So.
The 10th win of his career. First of the 2026 season. He congratulates his team as well because it truly is a team effort. But it's your first win of the year. You had to
I mean,
push your
obviously,
teammate
media gets
to get
pretty.
to the lead. How hard have
Maybe
you
someday,
worked
but you
to
know.
get back to victory lane in 2026?
Yeah, it's been a year. It's been a tough one for sure. I think I mean, today is just a perfect example of execution. You know, I waited for the perfect time to pounce, and from there we just controlled it. The guys were amazing in the pits.
I like how the tires are so hot, the
Everyone
confetti's
really, really
sticking
hard
to them.
to give me that every single weekend, and this car's been a joy to drive all weekend. So thanks to Team Chevy. It's the best, it's the best result as a team that we've ever had.
It's funny, Honda won with Chevy sponsored race, and it's Chevy won with Honda sponsored race. Oh, what, you know, that's funny.
It's a Mexico sweep. I'm gonna be watching.
Spoiler alert, it was not a Mexico sweep. But once again, it's still not coming home.
It was hot today, and that race went green to checkered. How did you handle it physically?
I'm toasty. I'm catching my breath, but all my fellow Mexicans know this.
So.
Easy, Viva Mexico, chinga!
We'll let you celebrate with your team, and
They
maybe a
come
little
by
bit
another
later
ad
tonight,
break
that
before
game at
the,
8 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Saves. Yeah, for a second, but anyways, we're gonna talk some NASCAR. Real quick. So. Stage 1, Byron. Stage 2, Byron. I really thought I was going to race, but Chase Briscoe ended up winning. Excuse me. Leading 51 laps. Webb Byron won the most. But Bub Wallace had the fastest lap, so he got a bonus point. So. Anyways, like I said, we're gonna snooze for ad break because we do feature predictions portion, then we're gonna wrap up in a little bit. Oh, excuse me. starting tonight with round of 16. I think they win 1-0. And then that would take us to Friday. Which, let me check the World Cup bracket. So, he's snoozed that. There we go, snoozed. Standings, knockout bracket. Oh, it was 67th minute, and Portugal and Spain are still tied. But yeah, unfortunately, I think we end of quarters. I don't think they could beat either Portugal or Spain. So I think, unfortunately, our run comes in quarterfinals on Friday. Take us to NASCAR because F1 and IndyCar are both off this weekend. So the most part of this week's podcast will be NASCAR. We're at NASCAR racing this weekend. Atlanta. I think Chase is going to win his home race. So yeah, it's gonna be a relatively short podcast next week because it's really excuse me, that much to cover. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching. God bless. I still believe that Jesus is Lord, and I will see you tomorrow for Farming Sim. But it's Farming Sim 25. It's finally gonna make a debut because I pulled the trigger during excuse me, with Summer Sale, which ends in a few days. But I'm gonna play some Farming Sim off stream. But then we're gonna start a new farm on stream. So we're gonna go do our usual Monday rave dart for Burb. Alright, listen for YouTube.